Could this be the last big Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch? I mean, I suppose there could be a September Direct, but I don't know. Either that September Direct will be a partner showcase, or it's going to be a preview for the Switch 2. Actually, in all likelihood, there won't be a September Direct. Because predictions? I don't know that there's actually that much left. I mean, this is supposed to be 40 minutes, which seems long, but I guarantee at least one or two games in this Direct will be taking up a bulk of it. Like maybe there will be 2 games that each take up 10 minutes or more each. Now, what those games will be, I'm not entirely sure. But we're about to find out. Metroid Prime 4. That is my prediction. Metroid Prime 4. No, we're starting with Mario. Didn't see that coming. 2D Mario game? Mario and Luigi? Oh, that's the Mario and Luigi art style. Are they making a new Mario and Luigi? Are we going to have 3 Mario RPGs on the Switch in as many years? No, that's not even 3 years. It's 2 years. Holy heck! Did not see that one coming. Yeah, I thought Mario and Luigi was pretty much dead. Wow! 3 big Mario RPGs in 2 years. Dang it, I haven't even gotten around to Let's Playing the first one yet. Oh gosh, and this is going to be the first 3D Mario and Luigi game too. Why am I getting excited? I don't even like the Mario and Luigi games. I mean, they're not bad. I just haven't had great experiences with them. Because it's like, you're just whittling down a boss's HP for 10 minutes while using the same brother's attack over and over again. It got kind of redundant, especially with how long the brother's attacks took. That's why the bosses take 10 minutes. But I'll keep an open mind for this one. This should be fun. It looks fun. Mario and Luigi Brothership. That's gotta have more than one meaning.
Hello everyone, I'm Shina Takahashi.
Well, I'm certainly glad I decided to do a reaction video. Because I haven't really been doing that many reaction videos lately. Most of the time what they show off doesn't interest me.
Please look forward to a seafaring adventure.
For what it's worth, I do enjoy the first Mario and Luigi a lot.
As well as evolved bros moves with Mario.
The bosses have a lot of health in this one, and you're spamming brothers attacks, but the brothers attacks are quick in that one.
Bring the championships home or on the go. The thrill of the Nintendo World
This thing
Championships is heading to
kind
the
of
Nintendo
interesting.
Switch system.
Probably won't play it. Moving on. Actually, I didn't pay attention. When was Mario and Luigi releasing? I assume this year. Is that the big holiday title? No, they wouldn't reveal the big holiday title first.
Engage in real-time battles and unleash powerful attacks that fuse different kinds of magic based on who's in your party. Work together with your teammates.
This looks kind of interesting. I am glad to see that turn-based RPGs are making a comeback. Because those are the RPGs that I fell in love with. I mean, I know the Direct just said it's real-time battles, but quote-unquote real-time. Probably action commands.
Nobuo Uematsu comes the turn-based RPG Fantasian.
Now this one specifically says turn-based.
To restore his memories, Leo must confront an evil entity threatening all mankind. Skills are the ticket to winning battles.
So this is from Square Enix?
Adjust a skill's trajectory to target multiple enemies at once.
I heard about them going full third-party and ending their console exclusives, so I'm looking forward to seeing the results of that. Also heard that they canceled a bunch of games in order to refocus their efforts. Glad we're getting to see that they're not focusing on just AAA games.
Fantasian Neo Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Mistwalker and Square Enix. Is Mistwalker part of Square Enix, or is Square Enix just publishing?
Spoko Square.
Meh.
Basketball.
Whatever this is, I like the art style. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon kind of does the same thing with the... looks hand-drawn, but it's actually 3D. Right down to these sketchy lines. Although this looks definitely more visually impressive since it's not overhead. So it looks like one of those moody sort of Metroidvanias, I'm guessing? A 2025 game, so we are seeing games that will be releasing next year.
Classics. Leap into a new update for Disney Illusion Island. Monarch's greatest
This is a game that I wouldn't mind
mystery,
playing, but I probably
and
never
only Mickey
will.
and friends can help in the brand new adventure Mystery and Monarch. Uncover hints.
I wonder
and
how
evidence
important
scattered throughout
multiplayer
the world.
is,
Then use the dashboard
'cause
to crack each
if I did
case.
play it, I probably wouldn't ever
Surprise at the end.
play it multiplayer.
Start sleuthing because this free update launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Hello,
Island
kitty.
Adventures await.
I'm not actually a fan of Hello
Customize
Kitty,
your
but
character.
Hello
Then
Kitty
befriend
definitely
Hello
is
Kitty,
adorable.
Kuromi, and other familiar faces in this open world adventure. Team up with your new pals to solve mysteries and restore Friendship Island when Hello Kitty Island Adventure launches as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch system.
I mean, I would
next
definitely be
year.
tempted to get this game.
Let's get loony in this wacky sports game.
Nah.
Play as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and more across 4
I mean, you just know
arcade-style
Pepe Le Pew
sports.
ain't gonna be in it.
Unleash the full power of Acme across iconic levels in up to 4
But even if he was, I
co-op.
probably wouldn't consider it.
Watch out for falling anvils. Looney Tunes Wacky World of
What,
Sport
I can like Pepe Le
crashes
Pew?
onto Nintendo Switch this fall.
He's got problems that need worked out, but it's been shown in the past it can be worked out.
Emergency meeting. New crewmate
You don't need to be
and imposter
outright
roles will be
canceled.
added to Among Us. Alert others when raise monsters and lead them into the fight against the Magus' army. Plant seeds, then cultivate and harvest.
Oh,
them to
hey,
make your buddies come to
a
life.
game with farming. Except you're farming animals,
They can then
apparently.
be trained for battle. Give commands to your monsters and exploit enemy weaknesses in action-packed combat.
So basically, Pikmin
Murder all of the
RPG.
battle buddies in your party to call forth a giant fusion summon and wreak havoc on your foes. Join the rebellion to stop the Magus in Farmagia, launching on
Oh
Nintendo
gosh, it
Switch
even has farm in the
November 1st.
title. Oh hey, I've seen a few predictions about this game.
Donkey Kong Country returns, originally released on the Wii
It
system,
certainly does
is
return.
barreling onto Nintendo Switch in HD. The villainous
I have heard
Tetra
mixed
has
things
hypnotized
about
the
this
local
game.
wildlife and stolen Donkey Kong's precious banana horde.
From it being generic to soulless, the enemies being
Obstacles in the way,
uninspired.
just stop 'em
But on the other end of the spectrum, I've heard that it's actually pretty fun.
and roll on through. Each level is
I bet you it's
filled
gonna
with
cost
items,
$60.
but they're no match for these top bananas. From Manic
It
Minecart
shouldn't. This is the second time it's been
to
re-released.
high-flying rocket barrels.
Should be $40. $50 at the
Even
most.
hitching a ride on Rampy. There are plenty of transportation methods available.
As an aside, I have
Passengers
Donkey
were
Kong
fighting for
Country
two-player
Returns
local co-op.
Tropical Freeze on the Wii. Never got around to playing it,
Levels are in store,
but I have a lot of
including the
games
additional
sitting
levels from the
unopened,
Nintendo 3DS
like a
version.
depressing amount of games sitting unopened.
Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Swing
I mainly
onto the Nintendo
got
Switch
it because
system
I have to
January
ask for
15th.
presents for Christmas, otherwise my family will get me something
Donkey Kong and Diddy
without
Kong's Jungle
conferring with me,
returns in HD.
and that is how I wound up with
Plenty of wild
Fallout.
actions and antics are in store with these
Which-
Kongs.
Yeah, it's a good series, but I have zero interest in it. Oh! Hey, we're getting to Dragon Quest III HD, which may or may not also include Dragon Quest 1 and 2. But it specifically says Dragon Quest III.
Journey with Ella
So one has to wonder, why the 2 years of silence then?
on an epic adventure.
Oh boy, a lot of people were certain that their latest teaser implied that all 3 of the first games would be getting the HD treatment.
And formidable monsters await. An iconic RPG remade in HD.
You know what?
2D.
This series definitely works in this style.
Forge your own path.
I mean, ever since Dragon Quest VII, a bunch of games have been in this style, just not in HD.
The legacy.
Dragon Quest VII, the DS remakes of 4, 5, and 6. So this is a natural fit.
Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. Coming to Nintendo Switch November 14th.
I have the game on Game Boy Color, by the way. Never beat it. I have played it, but, Yep, okay, yes, they actually are doing the whole trilogy. Soon as I heard that theme song and I started scrolling to the side. Alright, so not all 3 in a bundle, but the first 2 in a bundle. Which makes sense because the first 2 have been bundled a bunch. On the Super Famicom, on the Game Boy Color.
そして今日サプライズで発表したドラゴンクエスト1 and 2も HD2D で蘇ることが決定
Snuck
し
in
ま
a
した
surprise announcement.
時系列としては
Surprise to some, I'm sure. But that last teaser definitely got people thinking.
ロト3部作となる3と1と2どちらもぜひ楽しんでもらえたら嬉しいです。どうもオリージュでした。
Sometime I wouldn't mind let's playing the first 3 Dragon Quest games,
The entire Erdrick trilogy. Now
but
HD
I'm
2D.
specifically wanting to do the Game Boy Color
Let's
versions
continue with more headlines.
because I'm a Game Boy kid.
Let's have
Game
some
Boy is
fun.
my favorite system of all time.
Say hello to
Someday I would like to Let's Play a bunch of Game Boy games. More than once I have talked about my channel focusing more on Game Boy games. But, I've had distractions.
60 characters, assuredly not toying around. Unbox the universe. When Funko Fusion pops onto the
It couldn't
Nintendo
pop
Switch
through the plastic, it just
September
phased through it.
13th, we've got a smorgasbord of spooky, silly, and strategic games. Ready for an adventure of ghoulish proportions?
Here's a reminder that Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is a thing.
And explore multiple mansions.
I have only played the original. It was fun.
Traps and other supernatural shenanigans.
I would have liked to have played more Luigi's Mansion 3, but
Launches on Nintendo Switch, June 27th.
there were too many other games I wanted.
On Nintendo eShop. Strategize away.
Oh, hey,
in this
Metal Slug.
installment of the Metal Slug series.
I have only played the one on Game Boy Advance.
Pulverize enemy strongholds.
Completed 100% too, which was an accomplishment, let me tell you. I feel pretty proud about that one. It's actually one of my favorite playthroughs I've ever done. If you go to my channel and scroll down a bit, you'll find a list of my favorite playthroughs, so check that out. It's around 10 years old at this point, but the playthrough is still probably good.
Eagerly awaited sequel to the gothic roguelike RPG. Board your stagecoach and set off across a decaying landscape to prevent an apocalypse. Fight off nightmarish fiends in turn-based combat. More classic titles are on the way.
Okay, I was waiting to find out this.
Play Link's classic 16-bit adventure.
Wait, this wasn't already on there?
To explore randomized
I must be thinking of just a
dungeons in The
preview.
Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past
Whenever
for
they
Swords.
showed a list of titles upcoming.
Experience
So,
the remake of
two
Samus's
good
first
titles
adventure
here.
in Metroid Zero Mission. Plus, coming to the new Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online Mature 17 Plus collection of games.
Mature 17 plus collection of
Brave the
games?
dangerous lost land to stop the campaigners' nefarious schemes in Turok, Dinosaur Hunter.
Would this be the first mature rated game on NSO? Oh wow.
Infiltrate a corporation to end their alien conspiracy in Perfect Dark, now with online multiplayer. All 4 games will be available for Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members.
Yeah,
later
people are
today.
going to be satisfied with this collection. Mario Party. Yep.
The latest game in the Mario Party series takes place on an enormous island resort. Get ready
I wasn't
to
really
shop
certain
into
whether
the
we would
biggest
see
selection
another
of
Mario
mini
Party.
games in Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Oh, we're just sticking with the
First,
super
let's see
title.
Some of the new boards where you'll compete to collect the most stars. Take the escalators to travel between floors in Rainbow Galleria.
I have not played
Use
Super Mario
in-game
Party
coins to
or
get
Mario Party
star at half
All-Stars.
price when they're on flash sale.
Would love
Act
to,
fast,
but I don't have anybody to play with.
ride around and stay on track in Roll'em Raceway. With the new Turbo Dice item, you can move up to 40
Or at least
spaces with
not
a
often
lucky roll.
enough to make the purchase
Here on
warranted.
Google Lagoon, the ebb and flow of the tide can change your path. And things really get mixed up when the volcano blows
But gosh,
up.
these look fun.
Along with 5
Yes,
game
even
boards,
Super Mario
2
RPG.
boards from
Why do I
previous
keep saying
Mario Party
RPG?
games
Super
make
Mario
their return.
Party.
Some mini
I really
games
wanted to
action
play
packed
that
challenges,
more open
speed
board
trials,
mode.
a battle of wits, and more. And some are controlled by gently shaking or tilting your Joy-Con.
Well, I suppose
controller.
there is online mode.
With over 110 mini games, there's a wide variety to enjoy.
But would that be any different than playing with
Up to
computer
20
players?
can go head-to-head online in the Coupathlon mode. Compete against your rivals and aim for first place. Try your best to come out on top.
But yeah, it looks fun. Would love to play it.
Wait, the even more new modes?
Probably never will.
The biggest Mario Party yet will
Which is
soon
really
be
a
underway.
theme for a lot of
Super
games.
Mario Party Jamboree game launches on the Nintendo Switch system October 17th.
And now, please take a look at this.
Okay, here's the next big title. Looks like Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest Builders 3. No, it's Zelda. Oh. I was looking at the soldiers thinking they were knights from Dragon Quest. Is this a new Zelda? This is a new 2D Zelda, ain't it? In the Link's Awakening art style. Wait. Is this a Zelda game? Well, I'll tell you what. Arlo was half right. So, Link's Awakening. I was disappointed by the remake. I mean, when it was announced, I was super excited, but
Hello, everyone.
it's like,
I'm A.G. Aonuma.
was not a fan of the art style. I was expecting something more along the lines of the hand-drawn art style that the game
The Legend of Zelda
originally
Echoes of
implied.
Wisdom. This time around, Link has vanished.
And I also hated the fact that they removed the
Zelda
mouse
stepped into
quest,
the protagonist role.
the photo quest.
You might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then?
But this game,
Here, we
since it's an
wanted to
original
create a
game
style that breaks
and doesn't have an art style
conventions
tied to it,
Zelda games
aside
from a
from
perspective.
this one,
To explain
I'm
more, please
I'm
take
more
a look at
open
this
to
video.
it.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people, including Link. Now alone, Zelda meets the fairy Tri.
Oh, given the dire situation, it is weird that they are going with this art style.
Across Hyrule to save her kingdom. By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it, called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up. Just like that. You can create wooden boxes, old beds, and unusual things like water blocks. How you use them separately or together is
Just to be
entirely
clear,
up
this
to you.
is going to be an
Learn and create
actual
echoes
Zelda
of things you
game
find while
in which you just
exploring
play
Hyrule.
as Zelda, right? I
You
mean,
might be
not just
surprised at what
puzzles.
you discover.
There is going to be combat, right?
Even battles will look different. You could pick up and throw a rock echo, for example. That's not all, though. You can also create echoes of monsters. After doing so, they'll fight by your side. Monsters have different abilities, so choose the one you want to create based on the situation.
Oh, okay.
Wisdom is key. after
So,
all.
it's not just The Legend of Zelda, but swap out Link for Zelda. She does have her own playstyle.
In a Hyrule without
Regardless, nice to finally see another Zelda game that Zelda is the playable character, the main character.
How was that? I hope you enjoyed
We
this
needed
demonstration
one
of
that
echoes
wasn't the
which
CDI
channel Princess
games.
Zelda's wisdom. There are a lot of
And I know
echoes.
like Hyrule
To be
Warriors
honest,
had
I
Zelda
haven't found
playable,
them
but
all yet.
she
How you
wasn't
solve
necessarily the
puzzles
starring
and
role.
patterns will change depending
This
on
is
the
a Legend of Zelda with Zelda.
We've created a game where each player's experience will be different. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom launches September 26th. A Nintendo Switch Lite system inspired by the Legend of Zelda series will also be available.
Rather
at
appropriate
launch.
that specifically there's a special edition of the handheld-only Switch, considering
Now,
the game uses
I'd
the
like to
art
return
style
this
of
moment
a
I
previously
stole away
handheld
back
game.
to Mr. Takahashi.
Thank you, Mr. Aonuma. Please look forward to the newest.
By the way, I've been
in the
pretty
Legend of Zelda
wrong
series.
about there not being many games to show off.
Let's
There's
see
actually been a
more
bunch.
surprise.
We have not had a 10-minute focus
Let
game.
loose and party on.
Oh hey, these games are still a thing. That makes me sad.
It's a decaying cyber city through the eyes of a cat.
I mean, the cat survived, but
family and friends.
still makes me
Explore
sad.
alongside a drone known as B12 to find your way home.
So this is
Carefully
yet
carve
another
eyes,
game where you're playing as a regular
paths
cat?
for yourself.
Is that a
And
genre of its own at this
into tight
point?
spaces. Think like a cat to make
I mean,
your way
don't
through
knock
the
it,
city.
but
Careful though. Not everyone is excited to have you slinking around.
I need to play more indie games, because they do look interesting.
Keep exploring to venture into more areas of this unfamiliar world and make your way back to safety.
I especially like the idea of these games where you're playing as
Find
a
your
small
way onto
animal in a
Nintendo
big
Switch
world.
This holiday. A full remake of Romancing Saga 2 is marching on to Nintendo Switch. Rule and expand the Empire of Beren across multiple generations, while challenging the legendary 7 heroes who have turned to darkness. In combat, use returning Saga features like glimmers to learn skills. And formations
So
to
this is what I'm
advance
talking about when I
abilities.
say I'm glad to see turn-based RPGs making a comeback. There have been plenty of indie turn-based RPGs. There's also been some from Square Enix that were like kind of still old school with their overhead look. But this is a step above that. This is more along the lines of a full-on 3D turn-based RPG.
Safeguard your empire's future and protect your legacy from peril.
I've also seen a couple straight-up AAA turn-based RPGs. I wouldn't say this is AAA, but it's definitely
Launches on Nintendo Switch
A?
October 24th.
We hope you're excited to experience the full remake of Romancing Saga 2. That's almost everything for today's Nintendo Direct. Next will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
alright, is it Metroid Prime 4? Yes? I'm gonna say yes. Why is that her ship? What happened to her old one? I haven't played through all of the Metroid Prime games. Did something happen to her ship in Metroid Prime 3? Either way, huzzah! Metroid Prime 4! For a while I was thinking that it might be a launch title for the Switch 2, but as the direct approached, it occurred to me we don't have a big holiday title. They need a big holiday title. And the only thing I could think of was this. Sorry, Metroid Prime games. I have beaten the original on Switch. I don't have Prime 2. I do have Prime 3, but I didn't get all the way through it. I had distractions again. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Are we going beyond the space pirates? Or... Either way, this'll be a cool swan song for the Nintendo Switch. Wait, what? Okay, well, so much for that being a holiday title. I guess Mario and Luigi was the holiday title then.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
I'm betting it'll be a
Thank you for watching.
cross-platform release. I mean, he didn't say it would be. There was that one supposed leak that, yeah, this game was going to be in the Direct, but it would have been revealed as a cross-platform game, which it wasn't. They probably wouldn't have said that, because it's too early to talk about Switch 2, so they're not going to outright say anything about it. Also, of course that leak wasn't real. That leak said that Banjo-Redooey was going to be a thing. And after the announcement of Yuka Replay, there was no way that a similarly titled Banjo remake would happen. So yeah, there was definitely a lot more in that Nintendo Direct than I expected. No 10-minute coverage games. And definitely a couple of big surprises. That said, what am I most excited for? Strangely enough, probably Mario and Luigi. Although that new Zelda game definitely looks interesting. Oh, it's definitely going to be fun watching some reaction videos. Especially Arlo, because he predicted a bit of this Direct. Who'd have thunk that his predictions would be so accurate? Anyway, that is the end of my reaction here. If you enjoyed it, definitely check out some of my other stuff. As I have mentioned before, I am a Let's Player and also a Twitch streamer. I've actually been on a bit of a hiatus because of life for the past half year or so. But this Saturday, I plan on returning to Twitch, weather permitting, with a blind playthrough of Super Mario RPG Remake. Speaking of unopened games that I need to get to, most of my content here has been previously streamed at Twitch. That said, this is going to be a temporary return to Twitch, because I would like to return to my roots and make regular Let's Plays, because I think regular Let's Plays are more my style. They're a little bit easier to make for me, and especially edit. I'll definitely be returning to regular Let's Playing sometime next year. The reason why I'm not doing that right now is because I have a few important playthroughs that I previously streamed that I need to edit first. Once I'm through those though, it's on to regular Let's Plays. Today I just posted the finale of my longest playthrough yet, that being Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX on the Switch. The next playthrough that I'm going to be editing is an old RPG Maker PlayStation game. Gonna be kind of interesting looking back at what RPG Maker games were like back in the day. If you're interested, definitely stick around and check it out.